What's up, my nerds? It's Khaleesi Grimes, 1982, with a fresh review. That just rhymed.
That just happened.
The Lego cast is funny and they have a great personality, kind of like my grandpa. That's not even my grandpa! Emmett, the lovable, clueless construction worker, is cheerfully voiced by Chris Pratt. Elizabeth Banks voices the love interest, / awesome fighting skills, / master builder wild style. Their mentor is none other than God himself, Morgan Freeman, as Vitruvius. I don't really think he's God, but he plays one on Bruce Almighty. Will Ferrell brings the funny as an evil billionaire dictator named Donald Trump. I mean President Business. Trigger warning! You just got triggered. There are a lot of other great supporting cast members like Unikitty, Benny the Astronaut, and a slew of cameos from Gandalf, Abraham Lincoln, a bunch of superheroes, and of course Will Arnett's version of Batman, who was so good they gave him his own movie. And that's what I call a segue. Arnett is back in black and is Arrested Development co-star Michael Cera joins him. His greatest enemy, according to the Joker himself, gets a toned-down voice this time by Zach Galifianakis. And this film has a star-studded cast. I'm so nerdy. Basically, the entire history of Batman's villains are present, from the popular Mr. Freeze all the way down to Condiments Man, not to mention the other Lego-owned properties that show up. Alright, Lego to round 2. Instead of let's go, I said, I'm such a nerd! Before I get into the story, I want to talk about something that's really great and I'm really passionate about, and that's a new food service called Eat Quick. It's delivered to your door once a month. And it's so nice because they make the ingredients for you fresh, based on fast food products. They get them to you, and you get to put them in the microwave and eat within like 10 seconds. Because who has time to go through the drive-thru anymore, right? I just got paid. The Lego movie follows Emmett as he stumbles into a world outside of his comfort zone and learns he is the special. It's basically the plot of The Matrix without the extreme use of leather. His adventures take him to different Lego worlds and he eventually learns to harness his blank slate of a mind for good. There's a deeper message here when the final act reveals this is really about a father-son relationship in the real world, and it's the reason for the chaos in Emmett's. There's a lot of laughs and a lot of love to go around. And speaking of love, I would love if you could subscribe to my channel Feud Nation, where I have movie feuds and my rants and my prank videos and all my epic stuff that I do. I do unboxings where I show you how to put together Legos and how to play with Ninja Turtle action figures in case you're too dumb to figure that out yourself. And please follow me on my social media channels like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and MySpace and Pinterest and MSN Messenger and Stripe and all sorts of other things that I do so that you can stay up with all the cool happenings going on. And speaking of Batman, the story is surprisingly sad at times for the Caped Crusader. The big focus is on family and how he rejects the concept outright. A subplot sees his nemesis Joker doing the exact opposite. There's nothing Joker wants more than to be closer to Batman and to be respected as his greatest adversary. Sorry, I threw out a lot of big boy words there for a second without stupid cutaways, so here's some cats doing cat things.
Don't stop, make it pop, DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sun.
The first half of the Batman film is a lot stronger than the second half. It feels long and continuously circles back to Bruce Wayne's family issues. It becomes a bit tiring as the flick jumps from played out slower scenes to very over-the-top explosive action. The Lego movie has far better plot progression, with our hero learning to craft his skills and those closest to him accepting and seeing his true potential. Whew, this video's getting long. Feels like it's over 3 minutes, which is like double the usual amount.
Everything is awesome.
Yo friends, quick side note, please check out my prank playlist I have going on right now. It features some really cool stuff. For instance, there's one video where I dress up as a giant penguin and punch dogs in the stomach until they throw up on old people. It's epic! I'm such a nerd. The animation on both these movies is lit, and every time I finish, I am DTL. Down to Lego. I enjoyed the master build sequences and all the unique settings our crew travel to. The humor stays very samey in a good way in Batman. My favorite's right away at the beginning when the logos start to fade up and Batman narrates over the top. He's like, "Oh, Superman sucks. I'm Batman. I'm awesome. DC is..." I can't do it. I'm not Batman. I can't. I'm such a nerd. Subscribe. The sound effects are stupid cool. Hearing the little tinkering noises of the Lego pieces snapping together, Batman singing songs about himself, and the Lonely Island's "Everything is Awesome" is perfectly annoying. Oh, and let's not forget, honey, where are my pants? All right, it's time to wrap this up. I got 12 more videos to post today. It's epic! First off, I apologize for this entire review. Secondly, it's time for adults to talk. I really enjoyed the Lego Movie. Everything about it puts me in a good mood, and it was a refreshing new comedic style for animated movies in general. It's self-aware, it's satirical, and it gives its audience, both young and old, something to appreciate. Lego Batman does all those things well too, but lacks a good pace. The third half gets very long due to the message being hammered into the ground for the 5th or 6th time, and the sheer amount of character activity gets into sensory overload territory. It was also odd to me later in the film to include so many other Lego properties when you have such a solid DC lineup to work with. Some of these villains barely got 1 or 2 lines of dialogue, and instead we focused on the Eye of Sauron for some reason. Just a little odd. I don't know why they didn't save it for Lego Movie 2. So while I did enjoy Lego Batman, I'm not near as high on it as many other outlets appear to be. The Lego Movie is the easy winner for me, but I don't get the final say. Cast your vote, comment below, and remember, this is more than just reviews, this is Movie Feuds. This is Khaleesi Grimes, 1982, signing out. Why don't you pinky me, bae? Just pinky touch your screen. That's what some YouTubers do, I guess. It's connection. Oh my God.